absolutely believe in immunizations, and I absolutely believe in the COVID immunization. We need to keep and build our armor. We have to keep our bodies strong. We have to protect against a disease and a viral state that can take our life, could kill us in ways that we shouldn't, end our lives that early. We need to be always protecting our loved ones, our family, our children, our coworkers. I mean, we are all there to protect one another.
A lot of my patients ask about how the vaccine is going to affect them, and they may have COPD or heart failure or other lung, diabetes, all these different chronic diseases that we manage in primary care. And the patients are very concerned that they might have an ill effect, something might go wrong if they get the vaccine. In reality, when you have a chronic disease, your immune system's a little bit lower in terms of its function than it should be, because chronic disease has that effect on us. And so it's really important that those people get their vaccine, because they're also the people that are going to be more susceptible to a longer hospital stay, to a more severe sickness with COVID, to after effects of COVID. So getting the vaccine is actually really important for them.
The first shot you get boosts up your antibodies, and that really helps prevent an infection. The second shot you get gives you the memory so that if you ever see it again, you won't actually get super sick from it. So we have two pieces of information there. Our antibodies go down over time, and that's what's causing the breakthrough infections. People are getting infected, but the good news is those memory cells kick in and they prevent you from getting pneumonia, they prevent you from getting bad heart disease, they prevent the blood clots that can come from COVID. It prevents all those severe side effects. So really the vaccine's doing exactly what it's supposed to do, which is prevent against serious illness and complications and death. Yes, breakthroughs are happening at increasing rates, but that's exactly what we expect with both natural and vaccinated immunity, and we can work ahead of it and plan for it. A lot of people ask, if I have COVID, why do I need the vaccine? Well, first of all, this is a really new virus, and we don't know how long immunity is going to last. I actually am someone that really strongly believes that natural immunity is very effective. We've seen great data with Delta that people that have had previous COVID are not getting sick over again. Now, there is a lot of literature out there looking at the previous coronaviruses that caused the common cold, in addition to things like SARS and MERS, which are other coronaviruses that we've had in the past. We know that antibodies do start to drop for those viruses, and they start to drop a year to a year and a half after you've been infected. The thing I worry about is we haven't seen those reinfections start yet, but they will come. We've never been able to attain herd immunity with natural infection for any infectious disease in history. It's not going to start with SARS-CoV-2. We need to get vaccine on top of that. Even one dose of a vaccine on top of previous infection and previous immunity will give a broad memory response that will help you prevent COVID from ever coming back. And we do know that even for breakthrough cases or reinfections, it cuts your risk by 50%. So it is a big deal, and frankly, that's the boat I'm in. So I really think that not only do I preach it, but I've also practiced it.
Great question. You can and absolutely should get both your COVID vaccine and your flu shot. You can get them on the same day. We usually recommend a different site, so maybe one in each arm, and then you sort of know if you have any skin effects afterwards, which was which. But overall, there's no significant danger. They will activate your immune system just as well if you take one as if you take both at the same time. And we do encourage that. It's sometimes just much easier for patients to come in, go ahead, get their vaccines. I do tell some of my patients that are hesitant, if you want to give each vaccine its own turn, you could wait 2 weeks in between, but I don't want that waiting to turn into the patient never goes to get the shot. So it's much better to just go ahead, get your shots, get them finished, be done for the season.
Now, there's a lot of questions out there about variants, and are we just buying time until the next variant comes up? And I've heard a lot of virologists and people that really are smart in this arena saying that they hope not. There's something called viral fitness that comes into play, and it basically is an assessment of how likely is the virus to be able to both infect people and make people sick. And unfortunately with Delta, we hit kind of that sweet spot. I think one of the things that's most telling right now is that when you look at what's circulating in the United States, 99.99% of it is all Delta. And so I think we're going to be looking at Delta or different small tweaks of Delta rather than something big and new coming. Although I've long ago given up trying to pretend like I have all the answers for this, but I certainly hope we're done with big variants. The most important thing to realize is that the more immunity we can get in our community and the decrease in transmission rate will have a huge impact on the likelihood of variants emerging.